Good evening, high school sports fans, and welcome again to another edition of Right Here. You got it, you name it, big time sports. We are number one in high school sports coverage in northeastern Ohio. A very busy week this week on the Big Time Sports video crew. It's tournament time for spring sports, softball and baseball tournament games. You lose, guess what? You lose in the tournament. See you later, alligator. You're going to go home and put your sneakers and your cleats in the locker for another year. But having said that, let's take a look now at what's going on at Big Time Sports this week. Wow, you talk about big. This is a tournament game. You got it? This is the New Philly Quakers against the Dover Tornadoes softball. Dover, as you know, number one, tied for number one with Canfield. And the Quakers, though, with a very good team. So this is going to be one heck of a game. It's Dover versus Philly in high school softball, and me and Smoochie and my Big Time Sports guys, we will be there to bring you all the action. Tuesday night, we're going to be up in Stark County. It's the Louisville Leopards against the Hoover Vikings. This game will be at North Canton Hoover High School. The Leopards will come in and try to do battle with a very good North Canton Hoover team. This is baseball now. Repeat, baseball, Louisville against North Canton Hoover. Then to wrap things up, Wednesday night, we don't know yet where we're going to be. But listen to this now. We are either going to be in that district final Division VII softball game. Now, who's going to be in that game? Could it be Strasburg? Could it be Canotton Valley? That district final, could it be Strasburg against Canotton Valley? Now, if that's the case, we, the Big Time Sports guys, will be there because that is going to be one to put in your memory banks. Canotton Valley, maybe Strasburg. We don't know until Tuesday morning. We're taping this show on a Monday morning. We won't know until tomorrow morning. So that's an option for Wednesday night. The other option is, you baseball guys, we may do the Dover-Philly baseball game. Repeat, Dover versus Philly. This is the sectional final baseball game at Dover City Park. So 3 big games coming at you this week on the Big Time Sports schedule. Now, go to our website, go to BigTimeSportsOhio.com. Check out our Facebook. 54,000 people are hanging there, okay, are looking, are hungry for high school sports, and we are bringing it to them. Also, check out our website and then go to the Dogs Podcast. We've got a podcast every week that talks about the Cleveland Browns, so be there or be square. And last but not least, how about our Big Time Sports Today podcast? Former Cleveland Indian pitcher that John Massarelli knows, his name is Percy Gardner. Percy, of course, a Big Time Sports guy. He'll bring you Big Time Sports Today podcast. Watch it every week on our website. Last but certainly not least, next week, a special guest. I'm going to leave you hanging by your fingernails now because next week we've got a big one sitting right here with old Mellow Tones. Now, he's not as big as our guest today. Our guest today is a Massarelli baseball, and my good friend John Massarelli will be sitting right here when we come back from a break. So let's throw it to a break now. Keep in there. Keep your socks high, your powder dry. I want to thank Ferris Chevrolet for taking care of business. We'll be back after you watch this.
For adventure, the 2025 Chevrolet Equinox is here. With its sleek design, advanced safety features, and spacious interior, the Equinox is built for your next journey. It combines performance with efficiency. Find yours at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Locally trusted, family-owned, and dedicated to your driving needs, Ferris Chevrolet Toyota makes finding your dream car easy.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
Wendy's has a fresh JBC or double stack in the app for only $1. In fact, they're so fresh, this JBC is still getting made. There she is. Show off. For the freshest deals on what you love, gotta be Wendy's. Wendy's has a fresh JBC or double stack in the app for only $1. In fact, they're so fresh, this JBC is still getting made. There she is. Show off. For the freshest deals on what you love, gotta be Wendy's.
Welcome back to the Big Time Sports Show, and tonight, as advertised, as I promised you, we are going to talk baseball tonight with a old friend of mine that really knows the game of baseball. If you're a local guy, you got to know the name Massarelli Baseball. With me today, let me introduce now the big dog at the Masserelli Baseball Complex, my friend John Massarelli. John, how you doing, buddy?
Thanks for having me, Charlie. I'm
So
doing well.
So that big dog title, you kind of giggled at that, huh?
I giggled at it, yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, but aren't you at the top of the organization chart at the Massarelli Complex?
I'm kind of at the top, yes.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about what's going on at Massarelli Baseball. It's early spring, all right? We're waiting for summer to come. I drove past the other day, John, and the place was packed. There were cars, kids, and parents all over the place at Massarelli Baseball Complex.
There was probably 1,000 families there.
No kidding.
And it was a local tournament, which I find funny because as I was talking to some of the people and teams there, they were Erie, PA, Washington, Pittsburgh, and I was thinking, local?
Yeah, local.
This is local. We had a lot.
They're
Glen
coming
Oaks.
from
We had the
Pennsylvania.
Glen Oaks. We had some Jackson. Our MASH teams were in it. So it was local, but there was a lot of teams from out of town.
How many fields do you have to play on?
We got 6 fields down there, two dirt, 4 turf, 1 big field, but it's really designed for more of the youth, not necessarily the older boys, because we only have 1 field.
Do you play softball or do you play baseball on those fields?
The girls' softball's crazy. With the we had D1 fast pitch in 2 weeks ago, and I'm sitting there watching the TV, and there's North Carolina playing, I don't know, Wake Forest, and I'm looking out on the field, and I'm going, what's the difference?
Yeah.
These girls are tremendous, and they were coming from Texas, Florida, Tennessee.
Boy, that was a big tournament.
And I said, these girls are 14U. They're not even in high school yet.
So you, John, you and your staff, and I know most of your staff, but these teams, these big-time teams like you just talked about, do you reach out to them and say, hey, we have a facility here in Bolivar, Ohio. Why don't you come and play a tournament here? Or do you have somebody else that schedules your fields all year long?
You know, right now it's, we got 26 weekends rented out to tournament companies.
Wow.
So the tournament companies come in and they run the tournament. We just kind of sit and kind of watch a little bit, but we don't necessarily run the tournaments. I think we're going to go that route, but right now, no. We're renting out to big tournament companies.
Have you ever heard, John, of the tournament company Uncle Charlie's?
Uncle Charlie's, no.
No? There's a tournament venue called Uncle Charlie's.
I've never heard of it.
They're playing at Dover City Park here this summer. They're bringing them in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
All over the place. That's why I asked. I'm going to get them, to move over to your complex.
I'd like
you
to have that.
need some more, right?
I mean, we're reaching out. I mean, the Guardians are coming in and doing a camp this summer. I think actually Percy's, he went to it last year and
Yes, he did. He
spoke to him. And it's sold out. And I don't know if this year's is sold out yet. I haven't looked. It's in a month. My guess is it's probably sold out.
I'm going to get with Percy and find out what that date is, because
Yeah.
maybe I could send Big Time Sports cameras over there and do a little.
Yeah, he talked to the boys last year and worked the camp a little bit. He worked a couple camps for us this winter with our velocity program that Tyler Draybuck, the head coach at Louisville, runs at our facility. So.
Yeah, we'll see Tyler again, as you know, Tuesday night.
Yes.
So what do you think, Louisville or Hoover? Who you looking at in that game?
Hoover's got the pitching.
Yeah, they do.
They got some arms on there. Donaldson, who's a Mash Factory guy. Gavin McCune. They got Andes, who's a Mash Factory guy. They got quite a staff, I think. So that's tough to beat when you get down here in May.
It is tough. Now, John, if I come over to a really big tournament at the Massarelli Baseball Complex, what happens if and look at my physique. I have a well-chiseled chest. I have big guns. Okay, so eating is one of my favorite pastimes. If I get hungry at Massarelli Complex, what do?
We go to Massa Mia. But the hard part for you, but not for you, for the most local people, is finding a parking spot. But
You're right.
I think if you throw my name out there and tell them, hey, I want the premium spot.
That's right, Big John. I'll just tell them Big John sent me,
You'll get
right?
in. But it's tough. It's tough to park. I mean, if I have to admit one thing we screwed up on a little bit was the parking down there. It's just,
yeah, I've driven past there before when it's been a little bit of a tedious
you
task.
just got to get creative. If you want to eat there at Massa Mia, which is great food.
It is.
Great Italian food, great breakfasts on Saturday and Sunday. But for the next 2 months, Saturdays and Sundays, it's tough to get in there in the mornings.
So wait a minute, you're just telling me something I didn't know. Can you imagine that? Wait a minute, you have breakfast on Saturday and
Sundays.
That's great. Smoochie and I slide it in there someday.
Yeah.
If I mention your name, will I get a senior discount or get a John Massarelli discount? Which would be the best?
I tell you what, I think I have a John Massarelli discount card for you right here.
Wow, looky here.
Look at the back.
Wow. Can you see that? Can you see that?
I know the owner.
What does that say? I know the owner. Wow, this is great.
That's going to get you in.
Well, thank you very much. I'll just place this card. Now, so you actually open 365 days a year, right?
Yes.
Okay,
7 days a week.
When you're not packed in the summertime, when the sun's shining, what happens after that? What happens, between December and April?
Well, we're trying to expand our realm for the baseball world, but mostly the restaurant business for the local people that can come in there on 7 days a week and not have to worry about the parking anymore.
Okay, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. So, John, here's what we're going to do. In the television business, sponsors pay for what we're doing right now. So I'm going to throw it to break, so don't you leave.
Okay.
Okay, will you be right there?
I'll be here.
All right, so John Massarelli, Massarelli Baseball in the house tonight with old Mellow Tones. We'll be back after you watch this from John Massarelli's favorite automotive dealer. It's Ferris Chevrolet Toyota.
Ready for adventure? The 2025 Chevrolet Equinox is here. With its sleek design, advanced safety features, and spacious interior, the Equinox is built for your next journey. It combines performance with efficiency. Find yours at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Locally trusted, family-owned, and dedicated to your driving needs, Ferris Chevrolet Toyota makes finding your dream car easy.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
The other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Welcome back to the Big Time Sports Show. John Massarelli of Massarelli Baseball Complex in the house. And John, you have some guys up there that are big name baseball guys. I mean, besides yourself, who's involved in the Massarelli Baseball Complex?
Well, some of our instructors, Will Howder, who is a All-American at Northern Kentucky, former student of ours. Matt Davis, who's an All-American at Malone, former student of ours. Jeff Wagner, who's one of our new additions in the last year, he was the head coach at Marshall for 15 years.
Wow.
And so
Marshall, that's a big-time program.
Yes. He just started. The kids love him. Another young guy that just started is Logan Jones, who played at Ohio State. He played at Glen Oak. I believe he went to Ohio U and then portaled to Ohio State his senior year, and it just left last year, was his last year. Hurt his arm, is trying to catch on in some independent pro leagues. So he started doing some instruction with us. So we got some pretty good names.
All right, so you got, during that last break, we talked about our good friend Tyler Drabick.
Tyler Drabick, I forgot to mention him, the new head coach at Louisville.
Yeah.
First year coach up there, young, played. I mean, he would started at Kent, Hoover guys, went to Kent, portaled to Bethune, and then Auburn. Ended up his career in Auburn.
Wow.
He also hurt his arm, and he just started a player development program this past winter that really took off. We were very happy with him.
You know a guy, John, by the name of Schaube? You know a guy by the name of Dave Schaub?
I know Dave Schaub.
Like to say, what does he do at Massarelli
Well,
baseball?
he used to do all lessons, but now he's kind of organizing the travel teams, which we went from 8 travel teams to 18 this year.
You have 18 travel teams.
Yes, including the girls.
Wow.
We started the girls this year, first time, 3 girls teams.
Who's the coach of the girls?
Don't ask me the names.
I know. Okay, I'll get with Schaube. Schaube will tell me, right? Yeah, but you got 18 mesh factory teams now running all over the place?
Running all over the place, which makes it a little confusing there in the winter, trying to get times out on the floor. But we've already won, I think this weekend we won 4 championships. The girls won 2, the 10Us and the 12Us.
Wow,
So
that's saying
exciting.
somebody knows what they're doing.
Somebody knows what they're doing.
All right, so lessons now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, if somebody out there in TV land is watching and they got a young man or young lady now, okay, that wants to learn the proper technique of swinging the bat, and of course you can, if they're a catcher, you work with the catchers?
I do.
Okay, all right, so if they're interested in lessons at Massarelli, how do they do this?
Well, if you go on the website, my number is going to pop up directly to my cell phone, and I can book for any of the instructors. We started a new high-tech thing that I'm still learning.
Okay, I know how that goes, buddy. I know that, yeah.
That you can actually go online and schedule yourself, throw your credit card in there, book it,
right,
and do it. So we're still learning that. I'm still learning that. Schaube knows how to do it. He formed it with Drabick, and I'm still trying to get a grasp of it. I've been doing it the same way for 25 years, so it's a little harder for me.
I know what you mean. I got the same problem. Hey, so John, so speaking about that, so you're giving lessons, right?
I am.
As a matter of fact, you got, when we get done here today in the studio, you're going to stop and see Mom and Dad for a minute, then you're going to head back to
Yes, I'm down to the facility 5-6 days a week. I still go up to Akron. We still have our Akron facility.
Wow, I forgot about the Akron facility.
So a lot of our guys are up there 3 or 4 days a week. We just got so many lessons from Hudson, Medina, and Portage County. Rootstown is tough to get them to drive down to Bolivar.
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
Some of them want to, but not all of them. So we have to keep that open up there.
So how many lessons, which is the biggest part of your income? And here I am talking about income. Lessons to students or summertime on the field games?
Well, the base of the business has always been the lessons.
That's the way you started in Akron,
That's the way we started. Now, we added the restaurant, and then now the travel teams expansion, and then, of course, the tournaments. So that's a tough question to answer, to be honest. Okay. But the base is still the private instruction.
Okay,
That's still our base.
Okay, so you went from, and correct me, of course, if I make a wrong statement. God forget it.
You've never done that.
So you spent how many years in professional baseball?
Total 27.
You were in professional baseball for 27 years.
11 years as a player, and what's the math on that? 16 as a coach.
Wow. So 11 years as a player.
16 as a manager.
All right, so you retired from the Houston Astros.
I retired as a player in my last year with an affiliate was with the Padres in '96.
Padres.
And then I went to Asia for a year and played my last year there. And then the Astros hired me as a manager in their minor league system.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I remember you spent some time, I drive past it all the time, the stadium over in Washington, Pennsylvania.
I spent 4 years in Washington, PA. Great 4 years of my life.
And the name of the team is like the Ugly Ducklings.
The Wild Things.
Wild Things, that's it, the Wild Things.
They haven't changed their names.
No, that's exactly. So, you go from professional baseball to managing, in the minors. That transitions into maybe I can help young kids learn the game of baseball. So you started up in Akron now with Massarelli Baseball.
I mean, this is back in the 90s when private instruction just didn't really exist for baseball. I mean, it just didn't happen. And we kind of had a parent approach me about, can you help my son? And
wow,
it kind of built off that. And now, I mean, we're probably doing 800 lessons a week.
800, wait a minute, you said 800 lessons a week. So that's split between what? You got 8 guys doing lessons?
8 guys and 1 girl, Andy Jewell, does all the girls.
Okay, wow. You know what? You are busy over there, aren't you?
We are busy with that.
It's no wonder I can't track you down over there.
And it used to be more of a part-time because I'd leave in the summer and manage, and so you kind of shut it down.
But now you got,
Now it just fluctuates with the ages and the year, time of the year. Like the high school kids stop in February. Then you start with the youth kids because they're starting their season up. And then the travel summer tryouts are coming up and parents want lessons.
Busy.
And then they do fall ball. And then the high school kids are starting again. So it used to be a part-time. Now it's all year round.
So the evolution, Coach, so I send my son over for lessons, okay? He works with you or somebody on your staff. He refines his game now. He's really getting the bat on the ball. So now you're thinking, let's see, he's 14 years old. Do we have an opening over here on our Mash Factory 14U team? Is that how that works? He evolves into, he's working with you, and then he comes, all of a sudden now he's on a Mash.
It does, but we kind of leave the freedom up to the head coaches that run their teams, and they kind of make their decisions on how many openings they're going to have. We do tryouts, and it really comes down to that. I mean, we go to the tryout. I go to as many tryouts as I can. There's a lot of them now, and try to evaluate and give them my opinion. But we kind of leave it up to the coach, the head coach, and we have very qualified head coaches.
Yes, you do. You got a great staff.
I mean, we try not to. We kind of want a dad that had played college baseball at least, and we've been very fortunate that all the way up. We're from 8U up, and we have a lot of people. Majority of our coaches played in college.
That's right. They got great resumes.
And their dads now, and they got a kid on the team.
Sure.
So people want to say daddy ball, but it's not once we get to high school, though, with our travel teams, it's all us who are professional coaches. Like I coach the 16Us.
Okay.
So I don't have a kid on the team.
All right, so hold that thought because I got to throw it to our last break, okay?
All right.
All right, so there you have it. A lot of baseball jargon here today. Massarelli Baseball is the name of the game. We'll be back to wrap things up after you watch this from Dave Schaub's favorite automotive dealer. It's Ferris Chevrolet Toyota.
For adventure, the 2025 Chevrolet Equinox is here. With its sleek design, advanced safety features, and spacious interior, the Equinox is built for your next journey. It combines performance with efficiency. Find yours at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Locally trusted, family-owned, and dedicated to your driving needs, Ferris Chevrolet Toyota makes finding your dream car easy.
It's always that personal touch that they know you.
Primetime has people that can help you through every step of the way, and when you're my age, you need that extra help.
You don't want a lot of questioning when you're already dealing with a medical issue. Primetime is trying to help us get down the road as long as we can.
And if you're not in the right situation, a senior can lose everything. I feel with Primetime we picked the best program.
I wanted something that I could learn a little bit more about what I was passionate about.
Because I wanted to learn a trade that would always be in demand.
Buckeye has so many opportunities for everyone.
You're here because you want to do what you came here to do.
This is the best choice that I've made. I just think it's set me up to be a better person.
Welcome back to the Big Time Sports Show. We have exactly 2 minutes and 47 seconds to wrap things up. And John, tell me how you can help little Charlie's son play baseball.
You can go to MassarelliBaseball.com. There's a MashFactory.com, and we're going to add a third website, I think.
Are you really?
But you can get us on Facebook. The Massarelli Baseball School is on Facebook and has all the contact information. Every instructor is listed. If you want a specific instructor, you can contact them through email, you can cell phone. It's all listed on the website.
What's that web address?
MassarelliBaseball.com.
All right, that's I'm going to go there just to take a look at it. So you have all your staff listed.
Yep, and every link of our different things we're offering is on that.
Can I pick?
On the website.
Can I pick?
Even the Guardians thing that's going on in June is the links on there, so you can sign up for that.
Okay. All right. So, if I wanted to come up and dine at Massamia's, what are the hours at Massamia's?
Massamia's is open 9 on the weekends, 9 a.m. until 9 p.m., and then during the week, 12 o'clock to 9.
Okay.
So we only offer breakfast on the weekends.
Okay. Now, John, I've been to your complex. For you people out there that have not been to the Massarelli Baseball Complex yet, in Bolivar, you better get there. Just walk in and check it out. If you're a baseball fan, you got to love it. If you're a high school sports fan, you got to love it.
Hit the meatball.
If you want something good to eat, John, what is your favorite meal at Massamia's?
Kelly's favorite meal, my wife, is the chicken parm.
Chicken parmesan?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Wow.
And that's our biggest seller.
Okay.
I'm still a meatball guy.
All right.
With a nice glass of Chianti.
Yeah. All right, John, it's been fun having you on the Big Time Sports Show. We'll see you down the road because you do a lot of baseball, of course. We do a lot of baseball, so we'll see you down the road in baseball.
All right.
All right, John, it's time to close the door on the Big Time Sports Show, and you know how to do it, don't you?
I do.
Now, I want a clean pickup. I want you to throw a bullet over to first base. We got to ring it up and get out of here.
All righty.
All right, here we go. Keep your socks high.
And your powder dry.
And John, one more time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Good night, everybody.